Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Uh, this time I'll be sharing with you 4 things that I've done to my Suzuki Carry DD51T, and those 4 things are the radio installation, cigarette lighter or USB charging port, cup tray or cup holders, the speakers, and the side mirrors, which are a pain sometimes. Okay, let's start with the side mirror. In this case, the left one. I glue it with this super glue, which is amazing. It fixes everything. I can bore you if I tell you everything that I fixed with this glue. Anyway, I fixed it before, but someone was about to fall, and guess what they hold on to? Yeah, my mirror. So I had to do it again. I bought a new one. I realized I didn't have to buy a new one because even though I bought a new one, this is just plastic holding to a smooth surface, which is not good enough grip. You need to tighten that grip with a screw that is on the back here, but it's not strong enough. And this one that I bought is cheaply made. As you can notice, the screw was marking the mirror because it was too long, so I couldn't tie it enough. So I had to take it apart, and between the mirror, the case of the mirror and the base, I put a rubber band. It's like a bowl. It sits like in a bowl, smooth bowl. So sorry, my English. So I put some rubber bands between the two, and that created a more perfect grip. Still, over time, the rubber band started to fall apart, so now it's doing the same thing again. So this time I fixed it in place in the position that I wanted it, and then I pour some. That's why it's upside down, because I poured some glue on it, so it should be holding long enough this time until someone falls again and holds on to my side mirror. Okay, so next thing is the cup holder. There's one that you can hook from the window, from the door, between the window and the door, but your legs are pretty close to the door, and yeah, I realized it wasn't gonna work for me, and for this car, particularly key car, mini truck. So I gave up on that idea. Then there is this cup holder that is a folding cup holder. I thought, well, maybe I can glue it here, but then again, me and my wife, we noticed it was gonna get in the way. So I found this at the auto store. It's amazing. So I screw it here. Sorry, the same thing on the other side. You get the idea. I cut these 3 pieces of 1/4 inch PVC board that I have for leftovers. I glue it, screw it, and in the back here it has a Velcro that doesn't let it go sideways, and it works perfectly for the both of us, since we sometimes have lunch outside and we put our sodas or whatever we drink here. no issues so far, and it doesn't interfere with my legs pushing the clutch at all. So it's been perfect for me. So that's why I share with you. Maybe some of you have already scratched your heads about what to do about that, where to put your drinks. So that's an idea. Or, as I told you before, you can put a folding cup holder here and glue it here. So those are a few options. Now, side mirrors, cup holder. Now let's go with the speakers. Okay. So here is the installation of a 4 inches speaker. It's right here. Okay. I didn't go wider than that because the surface is flat, but the wider you go, it starts to get kind of round. So you could probably get away with a little bit more than 4 inches, but 4 inches, it looks perfect. As you can see, let me show you here on the other side. You see? I didn't do it here because I didn't want it to damage. Well, I didn't want it to damage that either. I don't like making holes in the car. But I noticed it was pretty close to many things here, like the window, and so I decided to use this space instead. There's nothing in the back, so it won't interfere with anything. Then another useful info for you guys. I'm not a radio installer, so this is my first time. I was able to find these connectors, but this one is the negative side. Sorry, my English is not my mother language. Negative side is quite small, so I went to the outlet, China outlet, and I bought some soldering iron and the flux, everything for less than $11, and I soldered this one, the negative side. Sorry again for my English. And yeah, that's pretty much it with the speakers. 4 inches works just perfect. Okay, so side mirrors, cup holders, speakers. Now the radio. You might be wondering, can I install a radio that plays CDs on a Suzuki Carry? Because the original one was pretty small, so a radio that plays CDs is gonna be a lot longer. Well, good news, it fits, and it fits perfectly. This model is 508 UAB, and it plays CDs. It has a USB charging, auxiliary, and Bluetooth, and a lot of features. Okay, so I didn't have to buy anything else aside from the radio for the installation. I used the same bracket that was holding the previous radio. Then you bend this, and that's it. This bracket was from the other previous radio. You're gonna need it because you need to hold this radio pretty tight. So I've been playing my CDs, and the radio never skips any track while I'm taking the bump holes on the road. So it works perfectly fine. So for the removal, you only have to take one of the screws. I took everything, but then I realized it was just one screw. Let me show you pretty quick. Here, that's the only screw that you have to remove. This little guy. That's the only thing that you have to take out to remove the radio. Then you play a little bit with it around and pull it. Have in mind that you have these dents here. Then you pull it. Be kind to the wires, and that's it. That's how you take it off. Everything else, you just follow the manual. I mean, it's pretty simple. The antenna, left and right for the speakers. For the back, I don't use those. I mean, 2 are more than enough here. The ground, there was already a ground cable, so I just plug it there. That was pretty straightforward. Now these two that are for the, one is for the, both are 12 volts positive. One is for the ignition, so that it keeps your clock, your time set, so it doesn't reset. So I was hard to figure out, but I plug it in. I plug it both there, and I started the ignition, and it will set the time 12 a.m. I leave it there until it hit 12 and 1 minute. Then I turn it off. Then I turn it on, and it was 12 and 1 minute. So that meant that it was okay. I leave it like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it with the radio. So I'm not giving you a very detailed installation. Oh yeah, and the cigarette lighter or the USB port. The cables were already there. Sorry again. The cables were already there, so that made it pretty easy for me. It's just negative and positive. And there's like a template here. It was the same here. I just used a knife or a blade. You have to be careful because this is pretty easy to cut, so you don't want to overdo it. And that's pretty much it. So I hope this video gets to be helpful to you. If you have any other ideas of how to do this quick fix in a better way, feel free to leave a comment. I don't mind if I did something wrong. If you think I could have done it better, leave a respectful comment, and I'm sure that's gonna be helpful to others who haven't done this yet. So thanks again. Give it a like if you want, and see you next time.